We are ready to start recreating the story. So if we remember how we broke the story up, the first part will be the scuba divers swim to the middle and say, "This is fun." So let's get started. I will need to look at my Scuba Diver 1 first. So I click on the Scuba Diver 1 sprite and I go to the Scripts tab. When the green flag is clicked, I want the scuba diver to appear right where he is right now to begin the story. So I go to the events and I select when the green flag is clicked, I drag it to the code window and I place it. Then I go to the motion scripts, I select the go to code, I drag it to the code window and I connect it to when the flag is clicked. I want him to go to his current coordinate. So I look at where the scuba diver is, I go to the right hand corner and I see that his coordinates are x negative 169 and y negative 70. So I make sure that my go-to code uses the same coordinates, x negative 169, y negative 70. That's perfect. Now let's do the same thing with Diver 2. So I click on Diver 2 sprite, I go to the Script tab, I look at the events, and I select when the green flag is clicked. Then I go to the motion, and I select go to X, and I drag it into my code window and connect it to when the green flag is clicked. Now I want to make sure that it has the same coordinates as his current location. So I look in the right hand corner and I see he's at the coordinates negative 160, 44, which match the code. That's perfect. The next thing that the scuba divers do is swim to the middle and then they say, "This is fun." So we will go back to Diver 1 and we want him to glide or swim to just about here and then say, "This is fun." So I will go to the glide code, select it, and drag it into the code window and connect it to go to X. This means in 1 second he will glide to the location of x negative 35, y negative 77, which is his current position. Let's check to see if it works. I'll touch the green flag and watch. That's great. Now I want Diver 2 to swim, so I will click on my sprite for Diver 2 and I will go to the motion scripts and select glide. And I will connect it to go to X. Now I want him to glide to the middle, so I select my sprite, I drag him to the middle, and then I look at what his coordinates will be. His coordinates will be x negative 21, y 45. I need to change the glide coordinates so that he ends up in the middle. So I select in the field and I delete it and I put negative 21 and y 45. Now I will push the green flag to make sure that the code works. That's great. So now when they arrive to this position, I want Diver 1 to say, "This is fun," and make bubble noise. So I go back to Diver 1 sprite, I go to the sound tab, and I pick play a sound. And I will connect that to the glide code. I don't want it to play the sound pop, so I will need to go to the library to select a new sound. So I'll go to the sounds tab, click on the speaker to choose a sound from the library. Here, let's test bubbles. That sounds great. So I select it and I click OK. Now I go back to the script tab and I change the sound from pop to bubbles by clicking on the little arrow. Now he also needs to say, "This is fun." So I go to the look scripts and I choose either say or think. In this case, I don't think a scuba diver can actually talk with the air in his mouth, so I'll pick think. I choose think for a certain amount of time and I connect it to the play sound. And I want my scuba diver not to think, but rather to think, "This is fun." Now let's play to see if our script works out. That's great. We finished the first part of the story. Now we have to go on to the second part.